Terraform is a tool for infrastructure as code. The code is similar to JSON. It's not JSON, but it looks like JSON. In Terraform, we run the Terraform command line and then the main parameter or argument, which could be init, plan, apply, or destroy. Apply would actually create the infrastructure and destroy would delete the infrastructure specified by the files. Terraform holds the state of the current state of what is currently created over the infrastructure in state files. We can then look at these state files and know which resources were created. If resources are given dynamic IDs by the underlying systems, by the underlying cloud providers, we would see there the IDs. Terraform also have variables, so if we need to repeat an item value over multiple places, we can just place it in a variable, give it a nice name, and reuse it. Terraform is simple and consistent. It has the resource keyword in order to create a resource. If you want to create a VPC, if you want to create an S3 bucket, this is a resource. So we say resource, and then we say which component type do we want. For VPC, it would be AWS_VPC. This is the keyword, the constant keyword that we would always use in order to create AWS VPC. Then we give it a name. So resource, AWS VPC, and our name, like mypc. Then in curly braces, we just give the parameters like CIDR block and the value 10.0.0.0/16, for example. Now let's go over the init, the plan, the apply, and the destroy. Terraform init from the command line. It's similar to mvn install if you used Maven. This would download all the plugins. So if we have in our Terraform file AWS constructs, AWS resources, it would download the dependencies needed in order to install these components, the plugins. We can run these set of commands, the init, the Terraform init, after we have created our basic main.tf. Main.tf is our main file for Terraform. And we said it would pull down the modules. The next command is Terraform plan. This would show what Terraform is going to do. What is it going to install or delete? The Terraform plan would check the state file. The state file is also human readable. We can watch it on the actual folder where we have the Terraform main file. The name of the state file is terraform.tf state. So we can the Terraform plan would look at this state file, would look at the actual state, let's say on our AWS account, calculate the diff and show us the diff. Okay, and we don't want to lose this terraform.tf state file. Next, Terraform apply. Terraform apply will look at the diff, will ask us if it will show us the diff. It will then ask us if we want to continue. We'll click yes, and then it would create or delete the resources based on the actual state and the state file. Terraform destroy would delete the resources, would delete everything that we have on our Terraform file. So if we have multiple Terraform files where we specified which resources we want to create a VPC, an S3 bucket, etc., everything was created, it's in the TF state file. Next we hit Terraform destroy from the command line and it would remove everything after asking us, of course, for confirmation. The state file in Terraform is named terraform.tf state. It's on our local computer, on our local laptop. Okay, we can check that everything that was created with Terraform, the file will have all the resources created by Terraform. It's great for visibility. Instead of us going to the AWS account and looking what was created, we can just look at this TF state file. It should be pretty precise. Of course, if we want to be 100%, we can go to the actual resource, but this is a great file. And there are tools above it and plugins above it that would know to show it in a much more visualized way. We don't want to get this file missing because based on it, Terraform would do the diffs in order to apply new resources or delete based on the diff in between this and our Terraform files. Terraform will also store a backup of this file, terraform.tf state.back. This file is in JSON format. It will track which changes we made will be used for diff.